Hi, Jamie McIntyre here again. I just wanted to interrupt your day. I hope you're enjoying the seminar and getting lots of value. I want to tell you about one of our latest programs that we released. I recorded this last year, and I'm very excited. For many of you in the room are already entrepreneurs, and this is a must-have program. It's the first time and only time I've ever delivered this. It's a 3-day seminar teaching everything I've learned from my successful mentors and role models, including people such as Sir Richard Branson, of how to go about being successful in business. In the last year, I've built over a dozen companies. I don't share that to impress you, but impress upon you in a range of different industries, and many of those become million-dollar companies, some of them tens and tens of millions of dollar companies. And I've been able to do that for building a company from scratch. So a lot of these skill sets that I had to learn, I've been able to document and put down in a 3-day program and teach you everything you need to know about growing a business. So if you're in business already for yourself, this is must-have knowledge that you need to have to be able to really outperform, to radically grow your business without any capital outlay required. These are no money down ideas to dramatically increase the size of your turnover of your company. Also, we talk about how to buy companies if you want to buy businesses, but also how to sell businesses, how to raise capital, how to use branding to be more successful, a whole range of different things. Marketing, sales skill sets, all these things are critical. The mindset of an entrepreneur. Many people develop in the mindset of being an investor, but the mindset of an entrepreneur is slightly different. Very few people have both skill sets. One of the reasons it's enabled me to do very well in my life is we have the mindset of an investor and also an entrepreneur, and you combine those two skills together and you can definitely outperform. But what do you say, Jamie? What if I'm not an entrepreneur? A lot of people, you may have heard the saying, to become wealthy, you have to be in business for yourself. Well, I no longer agree with that concept totally. I used to think that to be true, but it's not true. I'll be honest with you. Many of you are better off not being in business for yourself. Many of you actually would be better off becoming what I call entrepreneurial managers, where you go and work for a company and work for a successful entrepreneur, partner with them, and then manage their business and grow. When Kerry Packer was alive, he used to get a little bit annoyed because many of the executives in his companies were buying up houses in the same street that he lived in. And these days, many executives or managers in companies actually make more than the owners. Actually, I have some entrepreneurial managers in some of my companies, and I know it. Sometimes some of those companies, they make more than me. And these are people that may have been in business for themselves and realize, you know what? Business isn't for everyone. Sometimes it's much easier just to work for a company, but use these skill sets we teach in the Business Mastery Home Study, how to work on performance and increase your revenue. As an example, if I was to start out again, I would probably not build another company. I'd probably partner with someone else. It's easy to take a $10 million company to $20 million or a $50 million company to $100 million than it is to start a company from scratch. Very few people have the skill set to do that. So if you don't want to be in business for yourself or just want to be a manager, then you can use these skill sets to become an entrepreneurial manager and outperform and earn a lot more money than what you're currently learning. So the program is really designed not just for entrepreneurs, but also for managers or people that want to step up and generate income that way. It'll also help those who are entrepreneurs maybe realize maybe you're not suited to being an entrepreneur, maybe you're better off being a manager. Or you are an entrepreneur, stop managing and micromanaging your business, how to separate the two. And so Richard Branson is one of the greatest examples of that, someone that's built over 400 companies in the Virgin Group, where it doesn't micromanage, he puts teams together, puts entrepreneurial managers together and lets them grow the business. His role is really the coach to grow the brand of the Virgin Group and to put teams together. That's his skill set that's enabled him to be very successful. And it's these principles that I've modeled and I share in this program. So that's the Business Mastery Program. The other program we have is the Internet and Business Home Study, which is for teaching a lot of the internet-based skills. We have over a dozen speakers, some of the best internet marketing brains on the planet I've brought in over a 3-day seminar. We recorded that. That's available on Home Study. And you can learn all the internet skills of how to build an online business. The Internet and Business Home Study was designed really to help the average 21st century member learn within a year or less how to go about creating at least $4,000 a month in passive income from an internet type business. Why this is valuable, you think $4,000 a month is equivalent to having $1 million property portfolio. Imagine in Australia you got $1 million portfolio and you've managed to pay off all that property and you're generating 5% return. Well, that's about $50,000 a year. If you can learn from this program how to go about in the next 12 months or less, building a successful internet business that's only making $4,000 a month in profit, that is equivalent to building an asset base of $1 million fully paid off in real estate producing the same return. So when you really look at it that way, how valuable is it to have that knowledge and be committed and follow through and develop that sort of success. And we've had many people. I know one 21st century member met another 20th century member at one of our seminars, went out and took some of this information on the internet and business home study, went out and built a business within less than 12 months later, sold his 50% share for $250,000. Actually, I remember a particular young gentleman, 19 years of age, sat in the front row of one of my seminars about 8-9 years ago. He went out of there, took some of these concepts, built a business, sold it to a publicly listed company, and made over $20 million while he was still in his 20s. So whether it's making a lot of money or just doing it on a small scale, you'll also learn in this business how you go about building up internet type businesses that are quite saleable and make the real money. So there's a lot to learn on every aspect, including how to sell on eBay, etc. Now, the Business Mastery Home Study program normally retails for over $2,000. This particular program on the Internet and Business Mastery program retails for a similar amount, so generally $2,000 each. As an event special, I'm doing something crazy that my financial controller will not be happy about, but I'll do it before they find out. I'm making this program available, plus the Business Mastery program. It's an event I've only ever done once, sharing all my secrets about business. I'm making them both available, $4,000 worth of programs. This weekend event special only for $995. Both the programs, Business Mastery and Internet Mastery, all in one for $995. Event special only. If you contact the office after the event, you'll be paying $2,000 each for these programs. So that's a massive saving. It's there to help you take massive action. And I guarantee if you can't make at least 10 times, if not 100 times, the money that you'll invest to purchase these programs, then it would be almost impossible not to achieve that. Okay. Grab it, enjoy, and I look forward to hearing success stories. Talk to you soon.